What it do, people? You know what it is, and you know what it sounds like. NBA, picking with Pop, right here on Pop if it's TV. Let's go.
Yeah, great fire.
When the chicken, then the money line clicking. Those who do it daily, one-on-one popovism. Cooper gray, got the fire badge lit up. Hit the bad line in the air, throwing signals. When the chicken, then the money line clicking. Those who do it daily, one-on-one popovism. Cooper gray, got the fire badge lit up. Hit the bad lines in the air, throwing signals.
1,000 on the table, 100,000 in the bank account. I'm trying to get rich. Who else in the building? Trying to break the house. What it do, people? Welcome back to another edition of NBA Picking with Pop. I am your host, Popovich. Yeah, kid. That feeling back up and here. One more again. Happy Friday to everybody. Jumping the gun. Today is Friday. Feeling better than the last couple days. And I've been dealing with the little flu, little virus, whatever that shit that's been going around. It's been tearing me up since last Saturday. Finally feeling, you know what I mean, a little like myself. Small card today in the NBA. I like some of the games. I'm not in love with all of them, but as we always do around this time, let's get a quick recap of yesterday's games. And I gotta say, man, yesterday was 9 games. We went 3-6, so we had a losing day, and I had to go back and say, damn, when was the last winning day overall, and when we was winning? And to be quite honest, guys, that day didn't come till the 11th. We've been losing since the 11th. Today we had 5 losing days. Today is the 16th. We opened the Tony. There was no other way and reverse it. But yesterday, we had Orlando, right? That game was in progress when we started, but we had Orlando. We had Phoenix, right? No Devin Booker, no problem. They lost, but they didn't lose by 7.5. We had Charlotte. They won outright. That spread was telling us everything we needed to know with that 3.5. Lakers is not trash, but this shit is scripted and red. We was wrong about Atlanta. Figured that out after I got off the channel, but it's still a loss. My New York Knicks, they came to play. And then they didn't. You know what I mean? I took the Knicks only because the same reason why we took Phoenix. We was wrong about Milwaukee bouncing back. Miami jumped out. They was doing their 1-2. They ain't do nothing. Houston Rockets, they lost outright. They need some more shooting on their team. They need some more shooting. I know OKC is the best team in the NBA right now. They are the best team. That wasn't no shade. SGA and them, they them guys. But my thinking in that game was like, all right, Houston ain't been playing well. They're getting 4.5 at home. They did play them kind of tough with their size, and they was bullying them. They got a lot of offensive rebounds. I watched the game yesterday. And I was a little under the weather, but I'm still feeling a little better today. But I don't really watch all of the games. That's why I said that. So I actually got to sit down and watch just like the first game of the season. I had watched that game. You know, they got the tallest lineup in the NBA. And I thought it would be more of that type of, slugfest. And it was all the way into the fourth quarter. They was down 2 or 3. And then they just got blown out. They just got blown to smithereens. Or as JaY would say, they got taken behind the woodshed. Anyway, my grand total record, just so we could be track and we could be on point, my grand total record is 320 and 286. Play of the day, 36 and 48, 12 games under 500. Trust me, you ain't even got to let me know. I already know. Doing horrible. Far as the locks, not from Yonkers, we just started getting a losing record because we've been losing for 5 days. So our record now is 140, 143, and 1. We're gonna try to rectify that today. First game up, we got the New Orleans Pelicans on the road at Indiana. Pelicans getting 3.5. And I like the Pacers. Pacers already lost to the Pelicans. Pacers have won 3 in a row, longest streak of the whole season. Took that little L to Toronto. Toronto is one of the better teams in the NBA, even if you just want to say the East. Another game at home. Indiana been at home. Pelicans, on the other hand, still one of the worst teams. You know, I think this would be a revenge game and a bounce back game after that loss to Toronto at home. So we like Indiana. Next game up, we got the Cleveland Cavaliers out on the road at Philly again. We just seen these two teams play. Cavaliers -2.5. We had Cleveland in that game. We like Cleveland in this game. But that's where I just lean on. I didn't make them no strong pick only because Cleveland has, in their last 7 games, they won, lost. So now what's going to happen on this game? I think they bucked the trend because I think they are better than Philly. They already beat Philly twice, so Philly will be extra motivated not to lose 2 at home and not to lose 3 in a row to Cleveland. But I think Cleveland is favored even with Darius Garland out of the lineup still for a reason. And so for that reason alone, I'm going to rock with Cleveland. It's going to be a rapid show. Next game up, we got Brooklyn. Brooklyn Zoo. Brooklyn hosting the Chicago Bulls. Brooklyn already beat Chicago. Brooklyn is favored by 1.5. And I like Brooklyn. Brooklyn on a 5-game losing streak. This is a revenge game for Chicago. Both of these teams is on their 5th game in 7 days, but I think Brooklyn is favored for a reason. It's a Friday night. Ain't really nothing to do. Knicks lost last night, which has nothing to do with today. But I think the fans will come out. I think Brooklyn will win this game. Although record-wise, they are 8 games lesser than Chicago. Chicago is 19-21. Brooklyn is 11-27. Anyway, next game up, we got the LA Clippers out on the road at Toronto. Toronto giving 2.5, and I like Toronto. I think they could beat the Clippers tonight. I ain't really in love with it. No Kawhi Leonard. I hate when they take out the players because I've been so programmed now. It's like when they take the players out, you think it's an automatic loss, and it's not. Devin Booker yesterday. You know what I mean? And then if they lose the first game, they win the second game. So you never know. It's double dutch. This shit is scripted and rigged, as I like to say. But I'm gonna go with Toronto, even though Kawhi's out. I think the players that are gonna suit up tonight, Toronto has the edge. So I'm gonna go with Toronto. Plus they in a whole nother country. You know what I mean? Next game up, we got the Minnesota Timberwolves out on the road at Houston. Houston is giving 4.5. And it's like, am I bugging out? Or is they trying to get you to take Minnesota? I watched that game last night. I mean, they did play most of the fourth quarter. Maybe like 5 minutes left, 4 minutes. They threw the towel in once it was over. Hard-fought game. Now you want to come and you want to, give 4.5 to Minnesota. I think Houston wins tonight, though. I don't think they lose 2 games back-to-back at home. I did go and look. If they do, this will be the first time. They have lost 2 games in a row this season, but not at home. Not at home. ESPN game, nationally televised. I think they'll want to bounce back and get that taste out their mouth, so to speak, and beat up on Minnesota. No Anthony Edwards. They got their first game without him, so this is the game I think they lose. Plus, everybody's on Minnesota, right? Yeah, I ain't even looking now. Look, 62% taking that 4.5, and even a couple of people on the money line. You know what I'm saying? So, last game of the night, we got on the Washington Wizards out on the road at the Sacramento Kings. Wizards is getting 7.5, and I like the Wizards. I'm gonna keep fading Sacramento. I know they've been winning their last 3 games. They definitely playing better, so they should beat up on the Wizards. Beat the Rockets, beat the Lakers, beat Washington. But it's like, do we want to be... They was underdogs in all of those games. Now you giving 7.5? Yeah, they are the better team. By how much? One game. Should they win? Yeah, they should. But to cover 7.5, I don't think so. So we're going to go with the Wizards. With that being said, let's get to the theme music.
Yeah. Great fire.
When the chicken, then the money line clicking. Those who do it daily, one-on-one, pop 'em his Coupe all gray, got the fire badge lit up. Hit the band line in the air, throwing signals. When the chicken, then the money line clicking. Those who do it daily, one-on-one, pop 'em his Coupe all gray, got the fire badge lit up. Hit the band lines in the air, throwing signals.
All right, guys. Here go the locks. Not from Yonkers, but the locks that get you and me the winner chicken dinners. It's only 3 games today, so we ain't going to be crazy, obviously. But these are the picks that I like. I like Houston. I like Brooklyn. And the play of the day is the Indiana Pacers. That's who I like. That's who I'm taking. Let me know who you like. Let me know who you taking. All I ask is that you hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Keep me in the algorithm. Help support the channel. It don't cost you nothing. But y'all know who it is. It's your guy, Popovich. Y'all was just tuned in. NBA, picking with Pop, right here on Popovich TV. Of course, we are live. We rolling. We unscripted. We authentic. That feeling. Back up and here one more again. Yeah, kid. Let's get some money on this Friday.